Well, did you hear about the new $500 bill? The legislation is out there now, and they want to resurrect the $500 banknote, and it would feature Donald Trump. Well, I want to share with you exactly what this legislation is suggesting and why I actually agree bringing back the $500 banknote would actually be strategically a very, very good idea, as there would be a lot of demand for it, and that's exactly what this lawmaker is also saying who introduced this legislation. Let me share with you exactly what's going on. So, just the other day, lawmaker Paul Gosar introduced a piece of legislation that would bring back, as in resurrect, the old $500 banknote. In other words, like right now, you know that you have a $100 bill, right? So $100 bills are the biggest denomination that we currently have out there right now, which is kind of ridiculous because what can you really get for $100 anymore, right? If you ever wanted to make a bigger purchase of maybe, I don't know, a few $100 or thousands of dollars, you got to go with a wad of $100 bills, right? That'd be a lot to carry around, and that is one of the reasons why they want to bring back this $500 banknote. And again, I think that'd be super cool. I'm very fascinated by money. I think that is awesome. I do not have a $500 bill, but I would love to have one. They're from way back in the day, many, many years ago, about 80 years ago is when they started printing those. But let me tell you the details about this. So Paul Gosar introduced this legislation that would do exactly that. Bring back the $500 banknote, and it would feature Donald Trump. So this would be super cool. And again, why this would be cool is because, first off, it's a $500 bill. I mean, seriously, how cool is that, right? So, and that is exactly what Paul Gosar is saying as well, is that not only would this give the option to Americans to have a larger denomination to, use cash for larger purchases and things like this, but at the end of the day, for people like me who are fascinated by this kind of stuff and maybe want to have one in their collection, that'd be super cool. This is something that me personally, I would want not to spend, but rather I would love to have this just as a collectible because it's a $500 bill. That's just really cool right there in and of itself, right? So anyway, that's exactly what they're suggesting right now, is that because of all this weird stuff that's going on right now and the government's needing more money and, trying to get more money out of us and stuff like that, this would be an amazing way to do it. I mean, think about it. How many people would literally flood the market trying to buy these new $500 bills? Again, it doesn't really matter who's on it. Again, I mean, in this case, he's introducing, featuring Donald Trump on it. That's fine. But I'm just simply saying, it doesn't matter what face you put on the bill. If you put any face on that bill, there's going to have a massive, massive collector market and people that come out and want to grab some of these because it's cool. It's super cool. I mean, that'd be awesome to have a $500 bill, right? Could you imagine going to good old Walmart or something like that and buying groceries and whipping out a $500 bill to pay for your groceries? That'd be super funny, right? I think that'd be super cool. But my point is, this is exactly what they're talking about here, and why they want to bring this back. Now, let me give you really quickly some history on the $500 banknote. So there actually was a $500 bill back in the day. It actually went into printing back in 1945 is when they started printing the $500 bill, and it lasted for 24 years, and they ended printing of it in 1969. I think my math is right on that. So around that 1969. So basically it was in circulation for about 24 years or so. Now, yes, they are still out there. It features William McKinley on the $500 bill. Super cool. I mean, it's super awesome. You can buy them on eBay. I've looked at them on there and things like that. They go for a lot. They go for significantly over face value, which, I mean, here's the thing as well. First off, it's a $500 bill. Obviously, that's going to be worth a little bit more because it's just cool and it's scarce. There's not many of them. But not only that, it's old too. I mean, at this point, it's pretty old, right? I mean, even the latest ones that were printed are what is that, 55 years old? I mean, that's a pretty old banknote, right? That's pretty cool, right? Cash money. That's really, really neat right there. So anyway, those are out there. Now get this as well. Did you know that there's a $1,000 bill? Yeah, there was a $1,000 bill at one time too. I don't know the history on that of when it went into printing and stuff like that, but they're out there as well. $1,000 bill, right? Back in the day, just imagine, that would have been sweet to have that sucker, right? But anyway, that's available as well. So we'll have to see what happens here. I'm going to say this much. I highly doubt this actually passes. I really highly doubt that they do this again. But if they did, I would certainly be one of those people in line saying, I want one of those, please. I'll take one. I want to just grab one and just kind of like let it sit around and just kind of like be like, wow, this is cool. A $500 bill, right? It's literally just a piece of paper with a 500 and some other weird stuff on it, written on it. And that's all it is. I mean, it's just basically one of those things that at some point way out in the future, kids, grandkids, something like that, can look back and be like, whoa, what is this? A $500 bill? How cool is that, right? Because let's just be real, for all practical purposes, in not that many years, it's not going to be that long, these dollars, these green pieces of paper that we're carrying around, they're going to be gone. They're going to be 100% gone. I mean, do many of us really transact in cash anymore anyway? I can't tell you the last time I bought something with cash. I use a credit card for everything. Why? Because it's easier and it consolidates all purchases into one little account, one category, okay? I use credit cards for everything. So I literally cannot tell you the last time that I used cash for something. I just don't. There's no point. Why would I carry around cash? It's just not what I want to do, right? It's way easier to carry around a plastic card and I can swipe that sucker anywhere I want, right? So that's kind of the dangers of it too. You probably know that, right? One of the dangers of having a credit card. But anyway, I thought this was super cool. I just wanted to share this with you really quickly here. Again, I'll keep an eye on this very closely, just like everything else that's going on out there. If we see any traction on something like this, of course, I'll bring it to your attention. But I would anticipate that a lot of Democrats are probably having a heyday with this thing saying, seriously? We're going to bring out like a $500 bill and put Trump's face on it? I don't know about that, right? Democrats are probably having a cow about this. It's kind of funny, right? But anyway, again, I just want to point that out. We'll see what happens here. I wouldn't be shocked if maybe there's a counter piece of legislation that comes out on this and says, sure, we can bring back a $500 bill, but it's not going to feature Trump. I highly doubt that would be the case, right? Who knows? Again, at any point, we'll see what happens here. I don't know what the future holds. All I know is that as of right now, who knows? We'll have to see what happens here. But they're trying to get rid of cash. Okay, so they're trying to get rid of the physical cash, and the last thing that they really want to do is issue another new denomination of cash, because that just means that more of us could potentially transact in cash, and they can't track that then. They want to be able to track all of these transactions, which is why they're trying to get rid of cash and implement these new digital dollars, the CBDC, central bank digital currencies, or basically Fed dollar, Fed coin, things like this, right? So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that for now. I hope this helps to some degree. I don't know, entertainment purposes, something like that, but I find it to be fascinating. I'll certainly keep you posted on anything that I find. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. I thought this was kind of cool. I'm very fascinated by money. I love money stuff. I love doing research on it and things like that, which, by the way, quick little side note, I was just reading a couple days ago that apparently, who was it, Colombian and United States and somewhere else, I don't know, a group of, I think, like 3 different countries found a shipwreck in the Caribbean. I think it was from like 1703, and apparently has like $1 billion of gold on it. I'm just like drooling over that. That is so cool. That is so cool, right? I don't know. Apparently they sent some cameras down and they could see like gold coins scattered across the ocean floor. I don't know. That is just like a dream come true. That is so neat right there. That is so awesome. Especially from like 1700. It was, I think it said like 1703 is when this ship went down, and it had like $1 billion of gold on it. That is so cool. That is so cool. I'd love to have one of those things, okay? Obviously, I probably won't, because the price tag on those things are very, very expensive because they're scarce, right? It's old. It's super cool, but that is neat. That is really, really cool. I geek out over that stuff all day long. That is really cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that for now. Please subscribe down below. Share the video with your friends on my social media. Check out some of the videos here on the channel, including the thousands in the video library. The ones I've hand-selected for you down below in the description at the top of the comment section. The ones popping up on your screen right now as well. And enjoy your day. Thanks so much for your support. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll catch you again later in the next video.